Imagine losing millions of dollars, getting dropped by a multi-billion-dollar company, and your brand and image destroyed all over a text message. That's what happened to Jonathan Major, and we're going to go over everything that happened in this trial today. So if you haven't been watching the news, I mean, let's be honest, who watches the news nowadays? Jonathan Majors has been found guilty, but let's rewind the track. Watch this tape. Yes, that is him running. Yes, that is his ex-girlfriend chasing him. Just imagine, you're chilling on the weekend and you see a black man running, chasing a white woman. I mean, I don't want to make it a race thing, but if you've seen that, you already know, guilty. I don't know what he did, but in this instant, the roles were reversed. And still, they found him guilty. We're going to get into that soon, but watch this. I also need to know, who's his sprinting coach? What drills were they running? For him to have the ability to run that fast without slipping in dress shoes? That's a skill that I want to possess, because y'all know dress shoes, number one, they don't have any grip. No type of grip at all. And to run a full-fledged sprint without slipping on a street, concrete? No slippage? Yeah, I need that plan. Okay, back to the video.
The guy in the white cap going after Jonathan Majors is giving.
You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit.
What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do? This is one of those episodes of, oh my God, let me look big and bad in front of my girl because that's what we're supposed to do. But y'all know damn well he wasn't gonna do a goddamn thing. So you're probably like, how the hell did we get here? Well, let's rewind the tape. Let's rewind the story. Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend, we're just gonna leave her name out there because we don't need any more publicity for her. They had a nice date planned. They were going out for dinner. They went to go see a play. They're in the Uber. Headed to their next destination, when all of a sudden, Jonathan Majors got a text message. Bling! His ex-girlfriend, being the nosy one she is, looks at it and discovers it's from a woman. Oh my God! Well, a skirmish happened. Skirmish? Yeah, look that up. Jonathan grabs his phone back and then proceeds to get out of the Uber. And she proceeds to follow him. Look at this tape. So like any sane person would do, just like he did, no, we need to separate. I'm going to put you back in the Uber as he did. He put her back in the Uber. She proceeds to get out. And that is when the sprint starts off. He was out of there. It was like, run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run. Run, Forrest.
He was gone. All through the streets of Manhattan, Jonathan Majors, A-list celebrity, being chased by this white woman. Imagine if you're just like, chilling outside and you see this like, what the hell is going on? What would you do in that situation? Comment below. So Jonathan Majors, the action hero he is, he avoids her. He loses her. She proceeds to find a random group of people. Random. Oh my God! Oh, this is what happened. Oh my God! What? How can we help you? Oh my God! How could he? Not knowing that she stole his phone because she seen a text message from a woman, ensuing the whole debate and scuffle. How they're out the limo, ruining the whole night. How can we help you? Whoa! Help me! Jonathan walks by. She then leaves the friend group and starts chasing him again.
The guy in the white cap going after Jonathan Majors is giving.
I feel like this is a movie that just hasn't been played yet. Where are they getting this endurance from? How are they able to sprint multiple blocks? She's in heels, he's in dress shoes. Like, what are they on? Because I'm in fitness, and let me tell you, after 2 or 3 blocks in some workout shoes, I'm gassed. They're doing this in dress shoes. But that's beside the point. She proceeds to sprint after him again for the second time. He catches up to her. He says, you know what? I'm going to stay in a hotel. There's no way we're going to stay together tonight because they used to live together. There's no way we're going to stay tonight. He leaves and goes to a hotel. Guess where she goes? Take a wild guess where she goes.
Met. The woman stranger, whose name is Chloe, says that once they found out that Grace and Jonathan lived together, they hung around trying to figure out who would stay where for the night. But the group of strangers were actually headed to a party and were already late, so she invited Grace to go party with them, and that's how she ended up at that club.
You're a damsel in distress. Just had an ensued argument. You would think, I'm gonna go home. You know what? We had a crazy night. You know what? Things didn't go as planned. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep it off. No! She went to the club with who? The people who she met. Because who knows why? That was the logical idea. Like, if I had some type of altercation or some type of issue or some type of imbalance of energy, yeah, look that up too. I'm like, you know what? Let me go home, sleep it off, because the next day I can process everything that happened. Not go to the goddamn club. Not go to the club. So she proceeds to go to the club with the strangers. XYZ happened. Who knows? Jonathan wakes up, comes back from the hotel to his house, knocks on the door. He can't open it. Goes in his house and he can't open the other door, and he sees her knocked out on the floor. He proceeds to call 911. Play the tape. Listen to this 911 call.
Open the door.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious. She's my ex-partner. We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning. I banged on the door. I've been at the apartment for about 40 minutes now. I banged at the door. I finally went downstairs and asked the doorman to help us. They let me in via the handyman.
Hello, caller.
Hey, how are you?
And the patient's breathing?
Oh, yes, sir. She is.
Okay, is she awake?
No.
They're going to be there as soon as possible.
Okay.
Obviously, if you could
What should I do? What should I do?
If you could just make sure the door's open, she didn't fall and hit her head, anything that you know of, right?
No, I think I saw a cut behind her ear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're speaking to the cops?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is either our guys.
Okay, follow me. After hearing and seeing visually all of this, who would you honestly think is in the wrong? I need you to ask logically right now. Use your logic answer and say, you know what? Who is in the wrong? Who is being chased? Who is being the victim? Who is being the aggressor? I'm just saying, like, logically, you'd be like, okay, yes, she was, right? Clearly, she was. She was doing everything wrong, but boom, no worries. Everything is fine. He calls the cops. They come, relieve her. She was unconscious. She went out in the club. Who knows what happened at the club, but boom, they're back at home. They break up, a split, but guess what happens? Guess what happens? She goes on a media tour to press charges against Jonathan Major. I wonder why. I wonder why when y'all broke up and he moved on. I wonder why. You want to get some reparations? So look, watch my homegirl. She breaks this down.
I'm not a lawyer, but the judge has finally allowed evidence from the Jonathan Majors trial to be released to the public, so let's get into it. It's kissing you right now. According to Grace's testimony, she says she grabbed Jonathan's phone and then turned away to get a better look at the message. She immediately feels a painful and heavy thud on top of her as Jonathan tries to pry the phone out of her fingers. Jonathan, according to Grace's testimony, then grabs her arm, places it behind her back, and then twists her arm and finger. Grace says, quote, "Then I felt a hard blow across my head." Jonathan eventually gets the phone back and exits the car. Grace's testimony, she chased Jonathan for at least 2 minutes trying to get answers about the text and him cheating.
I know you're like, what? What? And then the court is happening, and listen to this verdict.
Jonathan Majors was found guilty on 2 of the 4 charges he was facing, so let's talk about it. First, let's review the charges. The first 3 charges were related to what happened inside of the vehicle. So those charges were count 1, assault in the 3rd degree with intent to cause physical injury. Count 2, assault in the 3rd degree recklessly causing physical injury. Count 3, aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. All 3 of those were misdemeanors. And then there's count 4, which was related to what happened outside of the car, which is the video we all got to see. And that's for 2nd degree harassment, which was a harassment violation.
2 counts of assault, 1 count of harassment. Y'all seen the video?
Before arriving at a verdict, the jury requested to review car number 1, to also rehear Chloe's testimony. And Chloe is one of the friends that Grace befriended the night of the incident.
And goddamn, she even got the homegirl that she met the night of after chasing Jonathan Major to testify. It's a setup.
And Chloe's testimony was about if Grace's hand appeared injured at the nightclub.
Sometimes I feel there's certain people in your life that just want to destroy you when they don't get their way. Their whole intent is to say, you know what, whatever you got going on, if anything aren't going my way, I'm going to bring you down. These people called narcissists. She's clearly one.
15 minutes after coming back from lunch, they arrived at their verdict, which was that Jonathan Majors was guilty on count 2. Basically that he did injure her in the car. And count 4, aggravated harassment, which again had to do with him putting her back in the car in the video. As of now, his sentencing date is February 6, 2024, and he is facing up to 1 year in prison.
So he was guilty on count 2, saying he injured her. What about when she went to the club? No one knows what happened inside the club. She was clearly out of her mind. And I'm just going to throw this out there. You came home passed out drunk. Just gonna say, you're on the ground, but yet these marks are from when he put you in the car. Make it make sense. I'm honestly lost for words because this all happened over a text message. Imagine a text message you received and your girlfriend at the current time ruining your reputation, ruining your brand, ruining your potential business deals in the future. He was supposed to be the next Michael B. Jordan. He was next in line, but yet I would have been like, hey, this is what it is. What I have going on is way more important than a little message I got from another woman. Who cared what was happening? You're not going to go anywhere. Let's be honest. Who cares what was going to happen? But my legacy was on the line. He did everything right. I feel like he left the situation. Number 1, he tried to separate her. Who knew she was fucking Flojo with a 9.4 in a 100-meter dash? Who knew that? But this shows you that you honestly just got to be careful who you're around, and anything that's going on, immediately separate yourself. What's not shown that they're not talking about is when they were having a conversation, she was audio recording him. Almost like, I'm going to use this to set you up. Who audio records? If someone has to record you on a low and not telling you, like, your intentions are never good. So what would you guys do in a situation? Do you really think he's guilty? And I mean, the court said he is, so he is. But I'm curious to know, like, what is your personal preference on what you think in this type of situation? What you would have done differently than what he did? And damn, is the court really that bad? Honestly, with everything laid plain out, are they doing this just to destroy his image because he was the next upcoming black man, or was he in the wrong? I'm kind of curious to know what you guys think. Comment below. But like I said, y'all, we're gonna keep covering everything that's happening. It's your boy Jay Uno. Be sure y'all like, be sure y'all subscribe. I love y'all. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say. All right, peace.